Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am still learning, even though I started the business in February of 2022. 5-hour events when it comes to both the photo booth production and the 360 video production is pretty interesting. So today I'm going to cover the things that I noticed during this 5-hour event that fortunately took place indoors. I'm going to go ahead and get started with what lights I was using. For the 360 booth, I was using 4 of these 40-watt lights. Now remember, it's a 5-hour event. So what did that mean? Well, it meant that I had these lights set to 1%, and I had it at 5,000 Kelvin because that's the temperature I wanted. It's close to like outdoor brightness, but I had it at 1%, facing down like this with no softener or diffuser, which is this top part that goes right here. So that's how I'm able to get some pretty cool 360 videos. Is I have this spotlight coming down and I have 4 surrounding the 360 pointing down at 1%. My feedback is that they were able to survive those 5 hours, keeping them at 1%. On my Mr.Professional DSLR photo booth, I brought 2 anchors, but this is the anchor that I was using. So it was so reliable because it's such a small battery, right? It's compact compared to the one I'm going to show you in a few seconds. Hopefully it doesn't break this table. Mr.Professional doesn't eat up too much power because I always take the iPad that's inside that communicates with the DSLR, make sure that that iPad is fully charged. And now the LED, the ring light on Mr.Professional, I keep it around 30% depending on how much light I need for the camera to focus, okay? So this was powering on the flash, it was powering on the iPad, and it was powering on the camera as well. And this lasted me all night, and I think I was left with like 26% on here, which means I could have easily gone for 6 hours if I needed to. Something really important that I want to point out is that this photo booth production, we needed to do prints. So I took my RX1HS that has a higher capacity when it comes to loading up media. And on top of that, it also has less watts. It consumes less energy. And so I took this one right here. And this is the, I don't know how to pronounce it, the Bluetti right here. So this model right here is amazing. I like it because it has 1,000 watts of surge. So that means that it'll cover me even if we get to like 800 watts. So I love this one right here. I had the printer connected to it. By the end of the night, this is a 5-hour event. This was at 65%. As you guys actually read it here, I'll show you 65%. Cool. So this means that this bad boy is definitely worth the investment. On the 360, what I want to point out is that we use a 24-volt battery. Now, the 24-volt battery is also extremely reliable. And this one right here has a capacity of 25.9 volts. But what I'm trying to see, and I know it's listed on Amazon, is that it'll actually show you the capacity. Now, this is a 24-volt battery. So I had my 360 booth spinning away with the small LED lights that are on the booth going on the entire time for, like I said, 5 hours, and we were left with, look at that. So this is what I mean, guys. It's a combination of things. Now, when it comes to the 360 and there's a lot of downtime, then it's not going to eat up a lot of battery because your arm isn't rotating, consuming power. Okay, so that's something to note as well. Now, on top of the 360 booth, I had some lights, just some extra lights, so that the videos come out really good. And then I can lower the ISO on the Snappic application. I had it on a mount like this. So all I do is, this is the arm. I just do the quick connect and let it go. And now my photo booth attendant can dial it down to the left or right. So it feels really, really modern. And on top of that, the ergonomics is amazing. So that's not only the experience you guys want to have while on site, like you want to have really good equipment, reliable equipment. And so I've noticed that I know I sound a little bit like super excited about it, kind of like nerdy about it, but the truth is that I actually do love this. I mean, look at how and I made a video of course on this already, but look at how this battery is connected. Not this battery for a 5-hour event. I used up all the battery, but at the end of the event, after the 5 hours, the phone that I was using to record, which is a standard iPhone 16, this is a 15 Pro, but I have a standard iPhone 16 that I prefer to use because the processor on it is much better and it renders the videos super fast like that, and the camera is a little bit better than the 15 Pro. And so we don't use the wide lens or the super zoomed in lens. And so like I said, at the end of the shift or end of the event, the phone was fully charged at 100%. So I know that a lot of things happen in the photo booth industry, and these are little things that stand out to me. So I figured I'd take some time and slow down my life a little bit and kind of share what works for me and the capacity as far as how far we can push it. Because during this time of year, towards the end of the year, you get bookings for bigger companies, and primarily you get a lot of business events, and usually their budgets are a little bit greater than, you know, your backyard boogie or your small wedding and things like that. So what'll happen is they'll book both productions and they'll book you from 4 to 5 hours. So I have a few of those this year in November and December. So I noticed the trend from last year, the same thing. We got booked. Like, I think we're so blessed when we get at least one of those big bookings, you know, because it gives you inspiration to say, hey, apparently I am improving when it comes to my online presence, because there's lots of companies this company could have hired, but they wanted to go with us for a specific reason. And so these are the kind of questions that you can ask your client at the end of the event, you know, because first you guys got to over deliver and ask the client, before you leave is, so what made you go with us? As far as like, what made you hire us? Was it the simplicity of booking? Was it primarily the pricing? Was it the videos that you've seen online? Maybe the photo, where maybe we were referred by another company. So always get feedback directly from the client is another thing I tell my photo booth directors is like, we always reach out to the client just to get feedback from them. So that's why I want my photo booth directors to go out there and really shine, because at the end of the day, guys, we're not only a production company, but we're providing an actual moment that's going to spike people's emotions, and those emotions are going to set the tonality, the vibrational energy throughout the event. That's why it's so important for you to understand that you play a major key role when it comes to being on site as either the photo booth operations director or a photo booth assistant, whatever it is. Everyone plays an incredible role, and that's why everyone in the team is extremely important. And this is why we have to constantly have meetings and have instant feedback, and also just kind of have them, you know, our staff remind us what is their passions. Like, can we do anything in the business to put them in a position where they can be more motivated? So if they are anxious for growth, or if they are more tech savvy and want to probably do more work on the software side, like, these are great questions to ask them, because then you can take something that they're inspired or that motivates them, and they get more value out of the actual work. So they'll do it with enthusiasm, and they'll do them as best as they'll do it in a way where they want to be the master at it. They want to get really good at it. So start training people in the very beginning. Always take someone with you to an event, because you want to get into the, understand this, that if you get into the habit of doing things, it becomes easier over time. So when you first start your photo booth business, I encourage you guys, in fact, I challenge you guys to bring someone with you, not just to assist you, but with the idea of that they are going to be my first photo booth attendant, meaning you see a future as far as you spending time and dedicating, you're investing really in this individual to see if it's going to pay off and it's going to help you take your business to the next level. While they're on board, they are excited about the business's growth. Okay, so you both grow in that sense. And like I said, wanted to slow down and show some of the things that have been going on here on, let's see what day. We'll leave that for another video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this random video. Take care and peace. By the way, to make it easy, everything that you guys seen in this video, of course, is linked in the description box below. So all stuff that you guys see here, I think I got it all on Amazon, including the lights. In fact, I'm using some of those lights right now as my lighting, just to let you guys know I'm using that 40-watt Ulanzi light, okay? So take care, guys. Peace.